Hey guys, so today I'm explaining Berger's 2009 study replicating Milgram, what people still obey today. This study is basically a modern version of Stanley's Milgram's obedience experiment from 1963. The aim was to investigate whether people today would still obey authority figures in the same way as before. Berger predicted that even after 45 years, obedience level would still be similar. Now for this sample, Berger recruited people through newspaper ads, flyers, and online. At first, many people were interested, but after screening, only 70 participants remained. That included 29 male and 41 female, aged between 20 and 81. The key point is that this is better than Milgram because it included both genders. Before the experiment, participants completed several psychological tests, for example, anxiety tests, depression tests, and empathy skills. Why? To make sure no one was emotionally vulnerable. This was an important ethical safeguard. The participants believed they were taking part in a memory test. The rules were rigged. The participants was always the teacher, and the confederates were always the learner. And the teacher had to give electric shocks for wrong answers. Each shock increased step by step. At 150 volts, the learner demanded to stop and said they had heart problems. This was the critical moment. The procedure followed by 5 steps. Step 1 was assignment. The participants were placed in two conditions. Step 2, preparation. The learner was strapped in and connected. Step 3, learning task. The teacher asked word pair questions. Step 4, critical moment. After 150 volts, the learner protested. Step 5 was debriefing. The participants were told the truth immediately after. The baseline conditions copied Milgram's original setup. The participant gave shocks from the beginning. This tested normal obedience. This condition added another fake participant. That person refused to continue at 90 volts. Then the real participant had to take over. The key point is that this tested if seeing someone refused would reduce obedience. Berger improved ethics in many ways. Before were careful screening, right to withdraw explained 3 times, paid $50 no matter what. During, only 15-volt sample shock. Clinical psychologists were present, and the study stopped at 150 volts. And after, there were immediate debrief. Berger found that 70% obeyed to 150 volts. This is very close to Milgram's 65%. The key point is obedience levels are still strong in modern society. Berger concluded that people still obey authority figures today. Even though society has changed, obedience remains powerful. This supports Milgram's original findings. There were a few strengths. Strength 1 was high reliability. The procedure was standardized. Strength 2 was better population validity. It included both men and women. Strength 3 was it improved ethics, much safer than Milgram. However, there are also some limitations. Limitation 1, partial replication. It stopped at 150 volts. Limitation 2, screening bias. Many participants were removed. And limitation 3 was artificial settings. The lab experiment may not reflect real life. So for a quick comparison, Milgram and Berger. So Milgram had max of 450 volts. All the sample was male and 65% obedience. Berger had max 150 volts, the gender was mixed, and obedience was 70%. The key difference was Burger was much more ethical. To sum up all, the aim was to test obedience, and the sample was 70 participants. The procedure was Milgram's replication with ethical changes, and the results were 70% obeyed. On conclusion, obedience still exists today, and that's all for Burger 2009. It's easy to remember if you follow it slide by slide.